Okay, so we're going to make some of Chris's very inauthentic borscht soup. Okay, I don't think a Russian or a Hungarian or a Ukrainian would recognize this recipe, but we're using basically the ingredients that they use to make borscht soup. But it's borscht soup, not as we know it, Jim. Okay, so we've got some lentil sprouts. I'm going to start crushing my garlic, because your garlic needs to be crushed 10 minutes before you use it in the recipe. So for the allicin to develop. And if my editor is doing his job properly, you should see an insert now about garlic, telling you all about garlic and the wonderful healing properties of garlic. Okay, and yeah, it tastes great as well. It really improves the flavour of things. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to make a side dish of a garnish. And yeah, with some cucumber, avocado, few olives, some cornichon, which really go well with beetroot, cornichon, and carrot and tomato. The dried tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes, will be like adding tomato paste, in a conventional recipe. Give it a very deep, rich tomato taste. But not too much, because, this is based really beetroot's time to shine. Beetroot in the UK, we call it beetroot. In the US, you call it beets. Okay. As Winston Churchill said, two countries divided by a common language. So one of these days I'll get round to putting a list of all the food names in the US and the UK. So, yeah, courgette, for example, zucchini in the US. In the UK, it's courgette. In France, in the UK, we use the French name. In the US, you use the Italian name. Okay. Yeah, we're also going to, we're going to make the soup with dashi. Yeah, this is dashi. And see the link in my description for how to make 3 days supply of dashi, which is Japanese soup stock. Well, Japanese stock, full stop actually, because they use it for other things apart from soup. So you make it with this, which is kombu, Japanese kelp. It's been out of the packaging for quite a while now, so it's getting a bit limp. I'll chuck it away soon after. Yeah, I've demonstrated it a few thousand times. And yeah, so kelp. And we also we put dried shiitake mushrooms in as well, yeah? So yeah, see the link underneath for how to make dashi. Okay. And one other thing you might find interesting. I'm going to make some vegan creme fraiche. I'm going to whiz this round this coconut cream, which is really processed food, which we try to avoid normally, but I think a little bit of this won't do us any harm. And I'm going to whiz it up with some fermented stuff and some pickles to make it sour. And the fermented stuff is this fermented sprouted chickpeas with cabbage and garlic, which I use to make my hummus, but not as we know it, Jim. Yeah, a little bit of that. So it's got bacteria in. It's got probiotic bacteria, which will make the, after 2 or 3 days, it will make the coconut cream nice and sour. Okay, so yeah, done that. So let's start making the soup, and we need the jug. So I'm going to put the dried tomatoes in the jug, and yeah, we'll start in a minute. Let me see. So first of all, I've got to chop these vegetables, haven't I? So, man overboard, and we'll add these to taste. So I'll add each ingredient in turn and taste it and see if I'm putting, see if it needs more or less. With your tomatoes, always get rid of the seeds. The seeds contain lectins, which damage the cells of the intestine. And the cellulose diet, which we're following here, is all about healing the cells of the intestine, the enterocytes. The theory is that if you eat the wrong foods, if you eat too much cooked foods, too much dairy, gluten, it damages what are called the tight junctions. So those are the joins between the enterocytes, the cells of your intestine, and that allows undigested molecules of food to penetrate into the bloodstream, and they end up in your cells and in the gaps between the cells. So really not good. Yeah, that's what causes all the chronic diseases, or most of them. Yeah. Some of them some diseases are caused by, well, all diseases have a genetic component, and that determines what disease you get. But you can reverse it by healing the gut. Even if you have that genetic predisposition, you can heal it by eating the right foods. Okay, so tomatoes. Could really grate the vegetables. That would make them. Yeah, let's grate the beetroot. I'm gonna cut it in half, and I might have, I'm going to add 1/2, I think. I'm making soup for one, so I don't want to make a huge amount. I'm just making enough soup for myself. So I'll add this and taste it, and you know, I might need the other half, but I don't think so. There we go. Should really have grated the carrot, but never mind. The blender will do it. Okay, what else do I need to put in? Oh yeah, let's put it all in. Yeah. Okay, so there we've got the sprouted lentils, which really make it a complete meal, sprouts. So I really recommend you to learn how to sprout. It's really easy, and you know, if you can use sprouts instead of grains, just have some sprouts, and they're much more easily digested, and sprouts are wonderful in terms of nutrition. Yeah, we'll probably, yeah, I should do an insert for sprouts. Okay, so yeah, a bit of cabbage. So I've already removed the outer leaves. So a little bit of cabbage, not too much. Cabbage always goes in borscht. I'm reliably informed by the internet. And break it up a little bit, make it a little bit easier for the blender. Yeah, I think red cabbage will go well with the beetroot, you know, with the colour. Did you hear that? That's because of the vacuum in the bottle. Yeah, so need quite a lot of dashi for it to blend. Okay, and then we use the vacuum wine stopper pump, take out all the air, and this can go in the fridge. Yeah, and it'll keep nice and fresh. So yeah, here's my blender. This is a Vitamix. I'll show you the 3 controls on the Vitamix. So you've got on off, variable, and high speed. Okay, if you're ever blending something and the switch is on high by mistake, and you turn it and you flick the without the top on, You will need to paint your kitchen ceiling. So always make sure the top's on. I'm going to do it without the top, so I want you to see it as it's blending. Okay, so oh, hang on. Let's see if we can get into the jug. See. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if I'm not careful, I'll get stuff on the lens. But let's go for it. Yeah, the dried tomatoes take quite a lot of blending. All the other ingredients blend. Yeah, take quite a lot. They're a pig to blend. Okay, let's have a taste. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. I don't think it needs more beetroot. That's a lot of soup already for me, for one person. So let's put our garlic in. And yeah, this is garlic to taste. So I'm going to put half in and see what it tastes like, see if it needs any more garlic. Okay. Yeah, you should never use the blender like this without the top on. The blend, they come with a top and a tamper which you can put through a hole in the top, and it doesn't reach the blade. So when you put it on very high speed, the blades create a pocket of air and it stops blending. So you would need to tamp it down. So never do that without the top on, because you'll do a lot of damage to yourself and to the blender. Yeah, that garlic really improves it. Let's have a bit more. Whoops. Yeah, yeah, I think that's enough garlic. Now I'm going to put raw coconut oil in, and this really does improve the taste, and it's fantastic for your health. It's great for if you want to lose weight. Raw virgin coconut oil. It actually burns the fat, burns what's called brown fat, which is the fat around your organs. So a lot of people can look slim, you know, they look slim, but they've got a lot of brown fat around their organs, which is not doing any good. So this will get rid of it. And it's also great for preventing neurodegenerative diseases. You know, there have been studies, so it's definitely shown to prevent Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, etc. So, okay, was that right? Does Gordon Ramsay tell you this stuff? No, I don't think so. So switch over from Gordon Ramsay to Chris's UHN, yeah, and learn what food can really do for you. Okay, have a little taste. Oh, that's so good. Okay, what else do we need to put in? Yeah, it's pretty rich already. I usually put a bit of miso in. Seeing as we've got dashi, you know, miso goes with dashi. So I'm going to put a little bit of miso in, but not too much because it's already quite rich, and the miso makes it very rich. So yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah. So brown rice miso, Clear Spring miso. They do all the miso stuff, you know, Japanese stuff. Good brand. Okay. Yeah. If you email me Clear Spring, I'll tell you where to send the check to. Okay. Yeah, there are dozens of different kinds of miso. In Japan, every prefecture has its own, you know. In some parts they prefer this kind of miso, in other parts they prefer that kind of miso. And in the UK, you can get them all at the Japan Centre. So you can get all the different misos that you would never see normally in the supermarket. Let's have a taste. Yeah, that's added a richness to it. You definitely don't want to put any more in, but it's, you know, that little bit added a bit of richness. Okay, so that's our soup. We've still got to add extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to do that at the end because that looks quite pretty, you know, to make the final shot, to make the thumbnail. Okay, so yeah, that's quite thick. Actually, let's put it. I'm going to put some more miso in, some more dashi in, and make it a little less thick. If you like the soup thick, you know, that's fine, that would do. A lot of people would prefer it like that. I like it a little bit looser. So a little bit of dashi. I think that's enough. There. Fortunately, I've got another clean bowl to hand. So let's get this stuff down. Make sure the switches are in the right place. Yeah, that extra bit of dashi will make it a lot smoother, I think. Yeah, that's nice and smooth now. That's just right, just how I like it. I need to get a long-handled spoon. Let me go on Amazon and search for long-handed spoon. Long-handled spoon. So there's our soup. I'm going to put the virgin olive oil in it because otherwise I forget. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it like that for the final shot. Because that makes looks nicer in the. I think it looks nicer anyway in the thumbnail. Now I'm going to make some garnish go in the soup. Okay, I'm going to put the soup aside a minute. So let's take the air out of the extra virgin olive oil bottle. Okay. I'm sure I had a tomato here somewhere. Never mind. Yeah, you could do it with the tomato. Tomato looks good. This is about making it look pretty as much as anything. Yeah, always get rid of the seeds in your cucumber and tomato, because the seeds contain lectins. Oh, I think I've said this already, haven't I, in the video? Yeah, I'm repeating myself. So yeah, the seeds contain lectins which damage your intestine. I haven't put any seasoning in the soup. I haven't put any Thai fish sauce. The miso is quite salty, and it's pretty rich, and also the garlic, you know, serves as seasoning. But you could put some Thai fish sauce in. I think it's, you know, it's a matter of tasting it as you go along, you know. Taste it and think, you know, could this do with some Thai fish sauce? it's not the bailiffs hammering at the door. At least I don't think so. I hope not. I'm filming this in my workshop, and there's a car body repair workshop next door. So that's what that banging is. Yeah, the cornichons go really well with this, you know, with beetroot, or beet as they're called in the US. Cornichons are tiny little cucumbers, pickled. And they've got a lovely sour taste. Okay, we'll have a couple of olives to make the soup look pretty, and maybe a bit of cucumber as well to make it look pretty, and get rid of this garlic. So, okay, what we're also going to add is what I laughingly call vegan parmigiano. It's yeast flakes. So yeah, so put a little bit in on the soup and some on the plate, so I can chuck some in if I think I need more yeast flakes in the soup. Now I'm going to make some creme fraiche, but not as we know it, Jim. So here we go. Let's put the side dish aside for a moment, and okay. So we got creme fraiche here. If you made it to the end, by the way, well done. Yeah, okay. I hope I haven't bored you to tears. Oh, that's quite liquid. It's usually a bit more gloopy than that. Okay, so now I'm going to put my fermented, sprouted chickpeas, some of that in here. You could use sauerkraut, especially if you've got red cabbage sauerkraut. I actually have got some. I should be using that, but yeah, that would give you a lovely pink color. So some of this will, you know, in 2 or 3 days it will taste even better. It will taste really like creme fraiche ought to taste. And I'm going to put a little bit of this pickle, which is Borscht pickle, from a Polish grocer. in sauerkraut or pickle like this, you often get some white stuff on the top. Can you see this white stuff? That's just harmless yeast. You'll get it on miso as well sometimes. It's harmless yeast. It won't do you any harm. Okay, there we go. Where did I put the top? Here we go. So I'm just going to whiz that round, blend it in. This is the tool I use for chopping vegetables, just in case you haven't seen all my other vegetable videos. Okay, and that over the next 2 or 3 days that will thicken and be even nicer, but I'm going to use it as is today. But we got enough for about 4 or 5 soups there, and like I say, it will be even better in a few days time. There's a few bits which haven't been blended in completely from the pickle, but that's okay. I quite like the taste of those bits. Lovely pink colour from the pickle. Okay, so we'll put some on the garnish plate in case we want to add more to the soup. By the way, I recommend not to mix the creme, the creme fraiche, but not as we know it, gin. I recommend not to mix it into the soup, but just to have as a sort of palate cleanser. Have a spoonful of soup, spoonful of the coconut oil, coconut cream. Okay, I think that's it. I just need to put some Thai fish sauce on the tomatoes and the cucumbers, make it look a bit more pretty. Okay, that's it. Voila!